I'm a pig with cheese, so I make something out of nothing. I don't want no favor. Everything I got from hustling, food on the table. I bust my ass and break my neck to get that check. I deserve some respect in this motherfucker.
I'm a paper chaser. I make something out of nothing. I don't want no favors. Everything I got from hustling, food on the table. I bust my ass and I break my neck to get that check. I deserve some respect in this motherfucker. 2 years removed from high school, start getting on my grind, applying my dues to the organization, running the game I choose to create a lane and to make a motherfucking move. Funny how I got kicked, but on the spot flowing, lasting longer than a lot of you niggas coming and going. Every day you let me see, I'ma keep nigga that showing. Eating if it rain, hell sleet, if it's snowing from the middle of the night to the middle of the day, from the dusk to the dawn, I'ma bite that dough, nigga. Whatever. Ain't about to be poor, I'ma keep it foreign on foes with diamond and clothes. While you motherfuckers going broke, get behind these hoes, nigga. Whatever. Let's go. She like it when I'm humming, I like it when she sucking. She like a lot of kids and I like a lot of fucking. She like it when my eye roll when I put the clutch and I like a squirting on me, so I keep making the buzzing. But every time I make a nut, I keep a buzzing. Got enough of you, you're hungry and another. Get it back to get money with my brother.
I'm a cheese with cheese, so I make something out of nothing. I don't want no favor. Everything I got from hustling, food on the table. I bust my ass and break my neck to get that check. I deserve some respect in this motherfucker.
I'm a paper chaser. I make something out of nothing. I don't want no favors. Everything I got.
What it do? What's happening with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. What's happening with y'all? Mr. DBMH, what's good with it? Omega Red in the building, what's happening with it? Daryl Deloach, what's happening with it? Yeah. Let's get some cooking in today. Let's get some of Mama's cooking in today. Yes, sir. And when y'all come in the building, you already know what to do. Make sure that you smash on that like button. And then jump in the comments and let me know you in the building. T-Real 713, what's happening with it?
Nothing wrong with a little grown shit. But alright, I love my set.
Yeah.
I'ma ride for mine.
Let's get it. Sylvester 2011, what's happening? You already know it's fight week. You know what Bar Scott say? Bar Scott that used to play on the Jets. What'd he say? Can't wait. For I can't wait. Let's go. And y'all hit that like button because you know they only send my notifications out to a very small percentage. So make sure y'all smash that like button. Knockout Boxer 86 TV was happening. He said, got the notification today. What's good with it, Knockout? You already know we finna cook. Let's cook. Knockout, did you get a chance to go back and watch that fight yet? Daryl Thigpen, what's happening with it? CB Sports TV, what's good with it? Big CB. Yeah. CB, you going to the fight? Yeah. Knockout, let me know if you went back, if you had a chance to go back and rewatch that fight yet. We was talking about yesterday. So, yeah, when y'all come in, make sure that y'all hit that, smash on that like button. Smash on the like button when you come in the building. And we're going to get it popping. You know, we're going to get it popping. We got a lot to cook on today. You know, we're going to cook today. And in here, we always going to keep it real. You ain't going? I know you watching that joint, though. I know you're going to order it. Knockout said he ain't watched it yet. Cody Girl 413, what's going down? What's going on with it? He said not yet. He says I'm studying it tomorrow. Just finished video of Rolly Romero and Julian Williams. I'll be studying the Kanaki Hellenius fight tonight. Yeah, man. Shoot me a text when you let me know what you think about that joint. When let me know what your assessment is. Dundada 555, what's happening with it? Oh, wait, I already know you already ordered it, CB. And I'm going to the fight, but I'm gonna order it too. I'm going to the fight and I'm ordering it. Got to. You gotta support, Wilder is we don't get him like they don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't get him like him in the sport of boxing. So we gotta support that. We gotta support it. Plus, he support our people to the fullest. Ain't nobody else out here rocking like Wilder, you know what I'm saying, for his people. Ain't nobody else in boxing doing that. You got a couple that'll speak on it, like Clarissa Shields and Errol Spence, he'll speak on it, but ain't nobody going, you know what I'm saying, hard like Wilder. So I make it my duty to support him any way I can. Okay, I bet. That's what's up, knockout. But yeah, like I said, we're going to go ahead and get the show started. We ain't going to waste no more time. In the building, you're in the building, smash on that like button. Make sure that you smash on the like button so these notifications in this video can get out. Dwayne Freeman, what's happening with it? Salute. DP Rocker, what's good? Hanky Stanky, 420 OG, what's happening with it? So let's go ahead and get into it. So, I'm looking, reading some news, doing my research and all of that. And I seen that Luis Ortiz, the old man that's so old and that Deontay Wilder don't get no credit for fighting. I see that Luis Ortiz is calling out Joe Joyce. Now, Joe Joyce in the past, his people had said some things about Luis Ortiz, had talked about how old he is, and he's so old he need knee replacements and all of that, right? And Joe Joyce had in the past said that, Luis Ortiz didn't want no smoke with him. He said Luis Ortiz didn't want to get punched on by him. He didn't want to feel his wrath. And I like Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying? I like Joe Joyce. But Luis Ortiz, he got wind of the shit, and he like, hey, nah, that's a motherfucking lie. I ain't never turned down no fight with you, and I'm calling you out now. I want to smoke. So Luis Ortiz is on Joe Joyce's helmet. You know what I'm saying? They want a big fight for Joe Joyce. Ain't nobody ever beat Luis Ortiz but the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder. So my thing is Joe Joyce and his team gonna step up and take this smoke? Are they gonna step up and take this smoke? Because it seems to me that everybody's always talking about how old Luis Ortiz is, but he can't get none of these dudes in the ring. That's a fight I would love to see. And if Joe Joyce can, beat Luis Ortiz, he definitely puts himself right at the top of the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? Overnight, he's at the top of the heavyweight, in the top 5 at least of the heavyweight division. Overnight, he could beat Luis Ortiz. I don't know. I don't see him beating Luis Ortiz. And when was the last time Luis Ortiz fought? He been out of it. He over 40. What is Luis Ortiz, like 41? And he been out of the ring for a minute. Let me see when the last time he fought. So I don't understand why these dudes is so scared and afraid to fight Luis Ortiz when they always talk about how old he is. He's 42 years old. So you mean to tell me that Luis Ortiz, 42-year-old ass, still can't get none of these niggas besides Deontay Wilder to step in the ring with him? And the funny thing about it is when Povetkin and Pulev and all them dudes, you know what I'm saying, dudes was rushing to get in the ring with them when they got old. You know what I'm saying? When they hit 39, 38, 40. But Luis Ortiz, he can't pay nobody to get in the ring with him. And he haven't fought since, so he been out of the ring almost a year. So he fought once in 2019, that's when he fought Wilder, and then he came and fought once a year later in 2020, right? Shit. Yeah, and he ain't fought. He ain't fought since November 2020. So he been out of the ring basically a year. And none of these dudes would still step up to the plate and fight Luis Ortiz. You seen Andy Ruiz suspect ass duck him, and we gonna get on Andy Ruiz too. Oh yeah, we gonna get on Andy Ruiz ass later on. But we seen Andy Ruiz ducking him what four times at least, 3-4 times. I don't understand. Nobody wants to give Wilder credit for whooping and knocking out Luis Ortiz twice, but at the same time, these same dudes don't want to get in the ring with him. None of them. They all got a million excuses when Luis Ortiz start calling them out. So Joe Joyce, you know, I never seen Joe Joyce duck nobody. Joe Joyce don't seem like the type of person that will duck somebody. And like I said, Joe Joyce, he called out Luis Ortiz in the past and tried to say that Luis Ortiz didn't want no smoke. But Luis Ortiz, he's quickly answered that bell. Now he's on Joe Joyce's helmet. So the thing is do Joe Joyce's team make this fight? Or do they, you know, advise Joe Joyce to stay away from Luis Ortiz? This is a fight that I want to see. I would love to see that fight. Lord to the Game Boxing Talk. What's happening with it? Salute. Make sure that y'all go sub to Lord to the Game Boxing Talk. Everybody make sure that y'all go sub to my man Kwame East, Lord to the Game Boxing Talk. And make sure that y'all go sub to one of the realest on all of YouTube, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, putting it down. Make sure that y'all go sub to Knockout Boxing 86 TV, definitely too. Mark Stern, salute. 404 D-Lo, 404 Boxing. What's happening with it? What's good? Let me see. Knockout say that man from Cuba, he probably closer to 50 years old, to be honest. Shit, he might be. He might be Knockout, but these dudes still don't want no smoke with that 50-year-old man from Cuba. Now, speaking of Rigondeaux, I know Rigondeaux 50 plus. With a face like that, you gotta be Rigondeaux. He look every bit of 50 plus. But look, Frank Sanchez that's finna get in the ring with F.Ed Jagba. They say, what Frank Sanchez say? He like 28, 29. Ain't no way in hell Frank Sanchez is 28 or 29 years old. Ain't no way in motherfucking hell. Let me see. Let me pull up Frank Sanchez. Can't nobody in this world make me believe that Frank Sanchez is only 29 years old. Ain't no motherfucking way. Come on now. Ain't no way this man right here, you gonna tell me this man right here is 28, 29 years old? Now, if anybody needs to be talking about a Cuban lying about their age, Frank Sanchez, there ain't no way. Come on now. Ain't no way. You gonna tell me this man 29 years old? Ain't no way. That nigga, he lying about his age 10 plus years. That nigga at least 39. I don't know what type of birth certificate he turned in. He turned in boxing, but shit, it ain't right. Renee Box Young. Salute to my brother Renee Box Young off in this thing. And make sure that y'all go sub to Renee Box Young. Make sure that y'all go show some love and sub to Renee Box Young. Yeah, Frank Sanchez is Cuban. He Cuban. Man, Frank Sanchez, he a minimum of 38, 39 years old. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm 12 years older than Frank Sanchez. And ain't no way I'm 12 years older than him. Come on now. Renee says, why some fighters lie about their age? Well, them Cubans do it because it's a reason why the Cubans do that. It's a reason why the Cubans do that. the Cubans do it, so they do it for the Olympics too. Them dudes be overgrown ass men in the Olympics fighting kids and shit. Man. Yeah, Coach Chris. Salute to you. I got Sanchez. Yeah, I got Sanchez putting in that work on FX Jagba. I got Sanchez too, most definitely. Most definitely. So, let's hope. Let's watch this story. Let's watch this story with Joe Joyce and Luis Ortiz. And let's see if Joe Joyce, come out and play. Let's see if Joe Joyce, come out and answer that bell that Luis Ortiz shot back. And let's see if he want to come out and play. Let's see. I'm looking forward to that. And let me see. And in other news, what's up with Teofimo Lopez? We know that him and George Kambosos, that shit is off, right? They ain't fighting. So what's popping with Teofimo Lopez? What's happening? Devin Haney's still out there. He's still free. Why is nobody on Teofimo Lopez's neck for, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got the excuse of George. I mean, that shit ain't happening no more. We know that he can't go and fight Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko is locked up. He finna fight Richard Commey. He got a fight with Richard Commey coming up. And when is Vasyl Lomachenko and Richard Commey supposed to fight? Like in November or something? Let me see. I don't know if it's on BoxRec yet, but that's what was supposed to go down. He was supposed to fight Richard Commey. They don't got it on BoxRec yet. So, with that being said, what's up with Teofimo Lopez? You dig what I'm saying? What's up with him? I mean, he tried, like I told y'all before, he tried to run off on his own. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a little badass kid that tried to run off on his own and do some shit. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And he seen that Triller wasn't about what they said they was about. So that whole Triller mess, you know what I'm saying? He looking stupid in the face because he thought he was going to run off on his own and get a bag. When Father Bob told him, don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? He tried to run off on his own. Now he fucked up. Been sitting on the shelf for a year. Still ain't fought nobody. Vasyl Lomachenko already then came back. It made easy work of Nakatani, the same man that gave that gave Teofimo Lopez one of his toughest fights in his career. Vasyl Lomachenko made easy work of him. So I say that to say this. If he not getting in the ring next with Devin Haney or Vasyl Lomachenko rematch, what the fuck is he doing? I prefer him to get in the ring with Devin Haney because he passed up on Devin Haney to fight Kambosos. He passed up on Devin Haney to fight Kambosos. Even Bob Arum said, look, we much rather him fight Devin Haney. Bob Arum was like, I'm not paying for that Kambosos fight. I'm not going to pay that. We tried to get him, talk him into, hey, fight Devin Haney instead. This is what Bob Arum said. And Teofimo Lopez, he refused. He said, nope. I want to defend this IBF title. I want to put this title on the line against George Kambosos. That's what it is. That's what I want to do. Father Bob said, okay, well, fuck it. We're going to go to purse bid because I ain't paying for it. And I'm not paying a lot of money in purse bid when we go to purse bid. So your boy Teofimo Lopez, he ran off the Triller. You know what I'm saying? Thought he could do shit on his own. And we all see how that turned out. So he's not fighting George Kambosos. That shit fell apart. I know that George Kambosos is the mandatory, but it fell apart. So I don't even know how that is going to play out. Do they run the purse bid back? Do they just say fuck that fight and all? So if he not fighting George Kambosos, which it don't look like that fight's happening, what's popping? What's popping? You got Devin Haney out there, and he's still free. He's trying to do business. Bill was just on the Boxing Voice a couple days ago, and Bill was like, "Hey, we are wide open. We ain't signed no contract, just for the simple fact is, so if anybody wants smoke like Teofimo Lopez, we here. We wide open. We ain't put our name on no ink for nobody yet." Because it was rumors that he gonna fight who was that? I forgot the name. If anybody remember the name, the rumors that's going around that Devin Haney is supposed to fight next. Well, yeah, those are rumors that's going around, but Bill Haney like, hey, we still wide open. We wide open. We leaving everything open just so we could get that smoke with Teofimo Lopez or one of these other dudes, Diaz or Ryan Garcia. If any one of these niggas want to step up to the plate, we wide open. You dig what I'm saying? But don't none of these, and Teofimo Lopez, he talking all that shit. His pop's talking all that shit. But what's up? Holler at Bob and tell Bob to make it happen. Tell Bob to make it happen. They open. If Bob can make something happen, they could go over the Top Rank and make that shit happen. Motherfucking Bill Haney can't send y'all no motherfucking offer. Bill Haney can't send Teofimo Lopez no offer. Teofimo Lopez is in contract under Top Rank. So, and the reason I'm saying this is because I'm watching this dude, right? And you know what I'm saying? He was on the Boxing Boys. It wasn't Ness, but it was a cat that Ness had on there. I ain't even finna say his name, right? And he going back and forth, arguing with Bill Haney, talking about why you ain't okay, y'all saying this and that. How come send no offer sheet? Why you ain't send Teofimo Lopez no offer sheet? Why you ain't send Teo no offer sheet? How the fuck he supposed to send Teofimo Lopez an offer sheet when Teofimo Lopez is under contract with Bob Arum? And Teofimo Lopez can't do shit without Bob. Bob, right? Teofimo Lopez's people, which is Top Rank, they have to send Devin Haney an offer sheet. But Bob already let the cat out the bag. Bob already said, hey, we tried to talk him into fighting Devin Haney instead of Kambosos, and he was adamant he wanted to fight George Kambosos. Come on. Like, make this shit make sense to me. So if Teofimo Lopez, if he not in the ring, his next fight with Devin Haney or Teofimo or Vasil Lomachenko rematch, which we pretty much from their side, we know it ain't gonna be Vasil Lomachenko because they continue to say that they refuse to give Vasil Lomachenko a rematch, which I would like to see a rematch. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't have a problem with them turning down a rematch with Vasil Lomachenko because Vasil Lomachenko wouldn't have gave him a rematch if, you know what I'm saying, if the if shit had turned out, in Vasil Lomachenko's favor. He wouldn't have gave Teofimo Lopez a rematch. So I feel Teofimo Lopez, and I can't, I can't talk no shit to him for not wanting to rematch Vasil Lomachenko. It is what it is. Vasil Lomachenko should have put a rematch clause in his contract. But, he was so cocky, he ain't put it in there. So that's his fault. So that ain't on Teofimo Lopez. He don't want to get a man a rematch. Oh, well. But you got Devin Haney right there that's been calling you out for some years now. Shit. He even stepped to your motherfucking face at a live event and called you out. And you was talking about that fight happened later on down the line. Later on. You ain't never wanted no smoke. So you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. When it comes to Teofimo Lopez, I have him rated number 1 at the 135-pound weight division. He is rated number 1 to me because it ain't about what you say you can do. It ain't about what people think you can do. It's about what you've done. And if you look at the landscape, he's done more than any of these other fighters have done. But he's had the chance. Besides Tank Davis, because Tank Davis Tank Davis, if it wasn't for Floyd and them, he's had the chance. He could fight pretty much anybody he wants to from 130 to 135. But Teofimo Lopez has had the chance for these big fights. Devin Haney, he been begging for him. He ain't never had a chance for him. That's the difference. So Teofimo Lopez, he got his chance and he showed out. You got to give him that. I can't take that away from him. But now you got another one that you came up with. You got another fighter, Hungry Lion, that you came up with all through the amateurs. You know who he is. He know who you are. Your daddy know his daddy. All of that, right? And he calling for the smoke and been calling for the smoke. So what's the problem? It ain't no more excuses. You don't have a George Kambosos excuse now, right? What's up? You've been sitting on the shelf. You ain't made no fucking bread in a whole year. Don't you want to make a big fight? Devin Haney is way bigger name than George Kambosos. Shit, Devin Haney is a bigger name than Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, he don't have the accomplishments of Vasyl Lomachenko, but he a bigger name. You know what I'm saying? He's a bigger name in the U.S. than Vasyl Lomachenko. So what's the problem? I don't understand what's the problem. Shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is the sport that we watch nowadays, and this how these fighters are built. So when you got fighters like Devin Haney, when you got fighters like Gary Russell Jr., when you got fighters like Deontay Wilder, when you have fighters like Errol Spence, the Manny Pacquiao that just retired, salute to Manny Pacquiao, and some other fighters, right? A handful of other fighters. Don't let me miss Jermell Charlo, get it right, not Jermell Charlo. So when you got fighters like that, that's willing to fight everybody and all the best with no excuses, we need to praise those fighters because they're last of a dying breed. Cody Girl 413 says Tio got lucky against Lomo. He can't beat him again. I wouldn't say all of that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that he got lucky. He went out there and he put in work. Could he beat him again? I would favor him again, but it'll be, I wouldn't be surprised either way. You know what I'm saying? I would favor him again, but I wouldn't be surprised either way. Either way the fight go, I wouldn't be surprised. If Vasyl Lomachenko would win, I wouldn't be shocked. And the Teofimo Lopez win, I wouldn't be shocked. I would say it's still a 50-50 fight. To me, it's still a 50-50 fight that I would slightly edge Teofimo Lopez because I just, from what happened the first fight and certain things that I saw. But, he need to, I don't know what's up with him. I don't know what's up with him. Ever since that he beat Vasyl Lomachenko, it don't look like that he moving the same way. He not moving like he was before. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people say, a lot of people say that Lomachenko outclassed Teofimo Lopez the second half of the fight. I watched that fight several times and I did see it that way. Now, Lomachenko, he did come back and he, put some rounds in the bag the second half of the fight. But other than that 11th round, I think it was when it looked like that he was, that Teofimo Lopez was really hurt. Other than that round, he never outclassed him. The rounds that Lomachenko was winning, Teofimo Lopez was still making those rounds pretty close. He was still fighting. The thing I liked about Teofimo Lopez in that fight is even when Vasyl Lomachenko started coming on heavy, Teofimo Lopez still was landing his own shots and he was still punching in between Lomachenko's shots. He never just except for the 11th round, he never just fully let Lomachenko just get off on him. You know what I'm saying? He never fully just let Lomachenko just get off on him without returning anything and letting Lomachenko feel his power and feel his punches at the same time. Go back and watch that fight. He never fully, except for the 11th round, he never fully let Lomachenko just, get off on him to where you can say, damn, Lomachenko's dominating these rounds. They were still close rounds that Teofimo Lopez was still putting in his work too. Lomachenko was just edging them out. Now, the rounds that Teofimo Lopez won, he was winning those rounds by a large margin just because Teofimo Lopez just because Vasyl Lomachenko, he wasn't returning no fire. Now, and I think Vasyl Lomachenko not, being active in the whole first half of that fight is due to Teofimo Lopez. If you watch the fight, Lopez came out and he was hitting Lomachenko real hard with hooks on his arm. So Vasyl Lomachenko felt that power early, and I think he changed his game plan. He changed his game plan to, okay, I don't want to get caught with something early. I want to wait till this kid, slows down and he tires out, and I'm going to take him into deep waters. But it didn't work like that because Teofimo, they had no quitting him. You know what I'm saying? Anytime that you thought Lomachenko was about to change the tide and take over, Teofimo Lopez would come back with his own smoke. The fans' corner, that fight wasn't no draw. And like I said, I lost a lot of money on that fight to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? BFTV hit me. I think he hit me for like 500. My other partner hit me for 1,000. Who else? World Combat Sports, he hit me for about 100. Blue Blood hit me for 100. A lot of people hit me on that fight because I was going for Vasyl Lomachenko. But I can't sit up here and say that fight was a draw or, nah. I had Vasyl Lomachenko. I think I had Teofimo Lopez winning that fight by 2 rounds. I think I had Teofimo Lopez winning by 2 rounds. And I think he won by 2 rounds, in my opinion. But it is what it is. We want to know what Teofimo Lopez is finna do right now. You feel me? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on. Let's just keep an eye on that story. And, let's see what Teofimo Lopez is going to do. Devin Haney is out here begging for that smoke. Coach Chris says, I keep bumping into people telling me that Wilder can't box, but nobody want to put that bread down on it. Man, people like to see, that's how you know when somebody real about what they talking about. When somebody's real about what they talking about and they really, really have true confidence in what they saying, if they got it, whether it's $10, $5, $20, $100, $1,000, whatever it may be, they confident with putting that bread on the line. But see, 9 times out of 10, you can find out when somebody's not confident in what they're saying, because when you tell them to put some bread up, they back away, and they back away quickly. And that whole energy change. Test that energy. Test the energy. PLG Ski, what's happening with it? Calvin Johnson in the building, what's good with it? Ben Israel, what's happening with it? Leon Robinson, what's happening? Mike Ryan, what's good? And y'all hit the like button. Everybody in the building, y'all smash on my like button. That's the least thing y'all can do is smash the like button if you ain't smashed the like button yet. Smash on the like button. Let me see who else. Ben Israel said Wilder beat the brakes off AJ and White in the same night. Yeah, that's easy work. You know what I'm saying? He'll get AJ up out of there in 3 or less. You know what I'm saying? He'll get Dillian White up out there. Dillian White might last 4 rounds. I doubt it. Hanky Stanky say Teofimo screwed the momentum of a great win by letting his head get too big and going Hollywood like he was the last done. Turned out to be cat artist. He turned out to be a kid. Yeah, real talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you get one big win and then you let that shit go to your head. And since we about to get on Andrew Ruiz's ass, that's the same thing that Andrew Ruiz did. He did the same shit that y'all seeing from Teofimo Lopez. He got one big win, and instead of, staying humble about it, staying focused, like, hey, I still ain't did shit. Yeah, I won this title, or I won all these titles. Andrew Ruiz and Teofimo Lopez, you've seen them act the same exact way. Yeah, I won this title, but the game ain't over yet. I still got plenty levels to climb. The game ain't over yet. I still got a lot of work to do. Instead of thinking like that, putting your head down and continuing to stay at work and stay focused, Andrew Ruiz and Teofimo Lopez head got too big, and look what happened, right? Look what happened to Andrew Ruiz. His head got too big. Head got so fucking big. I'm paid now. I ain't even got to train no more. I'm going to act a fucking fool. I'm going to walk around at fights with security, paid security. I'm going to just act a fucking fool, right? Instead of knowing like, okay, the game ain't over yet. I ain't retiring, so I still got a lot of work to put in. See, that's how you know how the mind frame of some of these fighters work. Teofimo Lopez. Now, he ain't fought yet to take an L like Andrew Ruiz did. So we don't know the outcome, but he acted the same way that Andrew Ruiz did. You know what I'm saying? Going around acting like he's just the fucking, you know what I'm saying? The king. He's just acting like he's just the king of everybody. Like he didn't put all the work. He ain't got shit else to do. You know what I'm saying? Come on. And like my man said, he fucked up the momentum of a great victory that he had by the way that he's been acting after he beat Vasyl Lomachenko. If he had to beat Vasyl Lomachenko and been like, look, hey, not only saying it, because saying it and then moving like it is two different things. You can say any fucking thing out of your mouth. It's about your actions, right? And he was saying a whole bunch of shit, but his actions wasn't leading up to what he was saying. So if he had came off of that win, like, yeah, it's a great win. I got all these belts, but, I still got a lot of work to do. So, and I still want to fight the best. What's popping, Devin Haney? And whoever else. Let's make it happen. Bob, make it happen. Get no fucking Instagram lying to people saying that you sent out contracts and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is just ignorance. But enough about Teofimo Lopez. And like I said, don't get me wrong, a great young fighter, but I don't like the way that he moves. Take nothing away from his ability in the ring and what he's done in his short career so far. Don't like the way he moves. But let's talk about Andrew Ruiz. So, Andrew Ruiz, we talked a little bit about him ducking Luis Ortiz earlier, but Andrew Ruiz is out here acting real suspect. You know what I'm saying? He out here acting real funny. This nigga done got his whole booty tatted and shit. Hold on. This nigga out here acting like a certified Instagram diva. This nigga Andrew Ruiz is out here acting like an Instagram diva. What's up with your boy Andrew Ruiz? This nigga got his motherfucking his ass cheeks clamped together, and this man then let another man tattoo his booty. All in his booty hole and shit. Look at this nigga. What the fuck type of shit is this? Look at this. All in his ass cheeks. What y'all think about this shit? This the type of dudes that's in boxing today that's y'all favorite fighters right here. This motherfucker done got, he didn't let another man put a needle all in his ass cheeks. This nigga done got his whole booty tattooed. What type of shit is this? What type of shit is this? Y'all let me know. What makes a grown-ass man go to another man tattoo shop and say, you know what? I want you to tattoo my whole booty. And you know what? Make sure that you get inside my booty, you know what I'm saying? Right by my asshole. Make sure that you get inside the booty cheeks too. So this man let another man spread his ass open and tattoo his ass. And then took a picture on Instagram for everybody to see that shit, bro. What the fuck is going on? Come on now. What's going on with this? What's going on with it? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this man get his whole booty tattooed. And look at this shit. It took a picture of it. What the fuck? Hey, what's up with this dude? So you mean to tell me you went and had another, and it was a man that did it. It wasn't a woman, because he shouted out the dude who did the tattoo, right? So you went into a tattoo shop, you laid face down, ass up, and you had this man spread your ass wide open and tattoo your motherfucking ass. What the fuck is going on with these fighters nowadays? Why would you want to get your motherfucking ass tattooed? And he ain't just get the top, but he got his whole ass from the top to the bottom to the inside, all of that. What would make you want to get your whole fucking ass tattooed? And now, what are you doing walking around? Like, it just, like, what the fuck is this man doing in his personal life to where he like, okay, yeah, I need to get this tattoo because motherfuckers gonna be looking at my booty all the time. What the fuck is you doing, bro? What makes you say, okay, you know what? I mean, because obviously you get a tattoo, you get tatted up, and you know, you might get tatted on your chest and shit. You're gonna have your shirt off sometime. You might get tatted on your arm, whatever, so people can see it. What are you doing in your personal life that makes you say that you need to get your ass tattooed and inside of your booty cheeks tattooed? Flag on the play. Like Clarence Higgins, flag on the play. Time out. For real, pause. What makes a grown-ass man say, you know what? Well, let me run that back. What makes, because I thought he was straight. What makes a man that got a wife and kids go to a tattoo parlor, lay down, put your ass up in the air, have another man spread your ass cheeks and get a needle? Yeah, nah. What's up with this dude? Hey, but right now, y'all have a million things, and y'all hit my like button. Y'all smash on my like button. Y'all have a million things to say about Deontay Wilder, right? Call Deontay Wilder fruity and gay and all type of shit. All type of out of bounds shit, because Deontay Wilder is at a party dancing with his friends and family and his wife and his kids having fun. But you ain't gonna say nothing about this. You ain't finna say nothing about a grown man face down, ass up, with having another man spread his cheek booty. You know what I'm saying? Getting the needle all in his booty hole and shit. You ain't gonna say nothing about that, but you have a problem with Deontay Wilder dancing with his wife and kids and family having fun. But y'all ain't gonna say nothing about this. Let me show y'all once again for the ones in the back that need to see this shit again. You know what I'm saying? I can't make this shit up. For the ones in the back that need to see this shit again, that's, you know, gonna say that I'm making it up or it ain't there. That's Andrew Ruiz. That's your boy. Right? All inside his motherfucking ass cheeks. But there ain't nothing wrong with that. Now we see why you been, you know what I'm saying, you keep denying the fight with Ruiz. With Luis Ortiz. Now we see why you keep denying the fight with Luis Ortiz. You had to get your booty done. He kept denying the fight with Luis Ortiz because he had to get his booty done. He had to get his booty done and he had to have time for it to heal. This nigga had to go get his booty done. What the fuck wrong with these fighters nowadays, man? I wonder how Holyfield and I ain't gonna say Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson, shit, that nigga weird himself. But I want to know how Holyfield and George Foreman and all the greats feel about heavyweight fighters out here, former champs. This man had what? All three, he had 3 belts, 3 out of the 4 belts. How do they feel about these fighters out here nowadays getting their booty done? Lennox, Lewis, all of them. How do they feel about this shit? But when Deontay Wilder was dancing with his family and his wife and his kids having fun, he was all over the internet. All over it was everywhere. Everywhere. People just had a field day with that shit. But this man right here, sitting posing in front of the camera with his motherfucking booty out after having a man dig all up in his booty and shit. Another man was digging all up in his booty for hours. MT, hold up, man. Shit, man, hold up, for real. Ass out for out. Had another grown-ass man had his hand all up in this dude booty and shit for hours. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. Y'all ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just normal, huh? Because as I scroll through, let me see. As I scroll through YouTube and social media, I don't see nobody getting on him about that shit. When Wilder was, when he was dancing with his family, the shit was all over social media. It was everywhere. Why don't I hear? Why am I the only one on here talking about this shit? So y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. So y'all in the background that's watching, y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. And y'all hit my like button. Y'all smash on my like button. Hey, B-Dog say the nickname Destroyer about to take on a whole new meaning. Bruh, pause. But what the fuck? Hey, man. Oh, shit. Yeah, B-Dog, the tattoo artist was a man, bruh. It was a man. Bull Kingdom TV salute. Look, okay. Here we go right now. He came in. Let's welcome him in the house. Right? Now, obviously, and like I said, it ain't got nothing to do with race or Mexicans, but you can tell he's probably a Hispanic by the comment that he wrote. He says, and I ain't going to put him on the screen, but I'm going to read his comment. He says, "You tripping on tattoos. Well, we know that you funny and suspect too. You probably, you know what I'm saying? You probably all the way out there. You know what I'm saying? You probably, you ain't even in the closet. The closet is wide open on you." He says, "You tripping on tattoos, but watch Tank drag his female out the gym full of people." And then he put a whole bunch of clown emojis. And he says, "You ain't read Floyd's son's witness statement. We gonna run down on you and your whole fam too." So this right here, this is Andrew Ruiz representative, right? He thinks it's okay to lay, right, face down, ass up, have another grown-ass man spread your ass cheeks and have their motherfucking hands in your ass all around your asshole for hours. He think that's okay. That's the type of fans and fighters that we have today. That's okay to him. That's okay. In his name, right? By no surprise, this dude's name is Giant Testicles, right? So he makes his screen name Giant Testicles, and Giant Testicles thinks it's okay to lay down, right, with your face smothered down in a fucking leather chair with your ass up in the air with another man's, right, spreading your ass cheek and have his hands, right, gyrating all around your booty hole for hours. He think that's okay. That's okay with him. He liked that type of shit. And he was mad because I'm saying something about it. You know what I'm saying? Spread them. Spread it out. That's all right. That's okay with him. All right. I mean, you know, whatever floats your boat. But if I'm a fighter, I wouldn't want Andrew Ruiz grappling with me in the ring. For real. Now that I've seen this, if I'm Deontay Wilder, if I'm Tyson Fury, if I'm Anthony Joshua, if I'm Usyk, if I'm Luis Ortiz, I don't want him grappling with me in the ring. For real. I don't want that man. I mean, you know, and if you know, if you funny, some funny dudes, they can fight. Don't get me wrong. So they don't mean that Andrew Ruiz can't fight. You know, because I done seen plenty of homosexuals in my life that knew how to fight. That don't mean they can't fight. You know what I'm saying? But, and I ain't calling him a homosexual, but y'all can, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. If you comfortable with another man doing that shit and gyrating all near your booty hole for hours, hey, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what to say. I guess that's, I mean, to testicles, to dude named Testicles in here, that's okay with him. He likes that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He liked it so much he wanted to bring up Tank in a female. Well, you know what I'm saying? The difference between what you said is Tank was with a female. You dig what I'm saying? Tank was with a female. Andrew Ruiz was with a man. But I mean, if that's the type of shit that y'all like, hey, well, I guess you're gonna like what you like. You know what I'm saying? I guess Testicles. I mean, we should have known when he sat down and he could have thought of any screen name. He could have thought of any Facebook username in the world. And this dude sat down and he was like, you know what? I'm going to make my username Giant Testicles. Yeah. And I'm going to go on boxing channels with a whole bunch of fucking men with a user with, yeah, you know what? That's dope. Giant Testicles. Yeah. Where do they find you dudes at? You know what I'm saying? Where do they find you dudes at? That shit crazy. Andrew Charles, he said, when was Andy? He said, when was Andy with a man? I definitely missed something. Hey, yeah, man, you coming in late, bro. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? You coming in late. You missed the whole rundown, bro. You missed the whole rundown. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna show you the picture and I'm gonna leave it up here and I'm gonna show it to you once again, and then we're gonna move on to the next subject. So Andrew Charles, I'm gonna show you the picture and then we're gonna go to the next subject. And the picture that I'm showing you, a man did it. A man did it because he shouted him out and he said who did it. So that's Andrew Ruiz. You see that? It's his head, it's his back, and that's, you know what that is. And it's all up in there. So, yeah, he was with a man when he got that done. You know what I'm saying? He was with a man when he got that shit done. Oh shit, man. But and y'all hit my like button. Y'all smash the like button. These dudes nowadays, y'all tripping. Y'all smash on my like button. Y'all smash on the like. Make sure that you smash the like button. Hit the like button. It don't cost you none to smash on the like button. Smash on the Liz Ike button. Smash on the like button. Don't cost you none. So in other news, let's go ahead and move on. In other news, let's talk about Rolly, because so dude wanted to come in here and talk about Tank and what Tank was doing with his woman and shit. So we're going to talk about Tank because that's one of the topics that I was going to talk about anyway, since you so infatuated with Tank Davis and you want to talk about Tank and whatever he doing with his woman and shit. Let's talk about Tank. Tank has a fight coming up with Rolly, right? It was big, you know what I'm saying? He let the announcement out that he gonna be fighting on December the 4th, and it looked like it's probably gonna be on pay-per-view against Rolly Romero. Now, my thing is, Leonard Ellerbe already told you that Tank is a pay-per-view star now, right? Tank is a pay-per-view star. So that makes me think that him and Rolly are gonna be on pay-per-view. So I got a question for y'all. Is this a pay-per-view worthy fight? Are y'all buying this fight? And are y'all buying this fight? Leonard Ellerbe said that Tank is a star, so it don't matter who they put Tank in the ring with. Nah, that tattoo ain't fake. That's real as real can get, dog. So Tank has already told you. I mean, not Tank. Leonard Ellerbe, he told you, y'all gonna pay for it anyway. Y'all gonna come to the fight and watch him, and y'all gonna pay for the pay-per-view because Tank is a star. I mean, Tank Davis don't need all these guys. They need Tank. You know, Tank Davis is a star. None of these Tank Davis don't need to fight. None of these guys. They all need Tank Davis. I mean, Tank Davis is the best fighter in the world. So he telling you that. Are y'all paying for this fight? Because he finna put Tank Davis and Rolly Romero on pay-per-view. December the 4th. He finna put that shit on pay-per-view December the 4th. What's popping? Is y'all paying for this shit? Because I know I got a lot of Tank Davis fans in the building. I'm a Tank Davis fan. But I don't know. I ain't gonna be able to say that shit too long. He take another motherfucking fight like Rolly. To me, this shit past due. So are y'all paying to see Tank Davis fight Rolly Romero? PLG Ski say fuck no. Edgar Robles says yes. Omega Red says hell no. Wendell Jackson says Rolly gets slept in 5. No, it should be free on Showtime. Right. Knockout say only way this should be go on pay-per-view is with the fire undercard. Okay, I hear you. PLG Ski says not buying that shit. Edgar Robles said he buying it. DP Rocket says hell no, I'll watch it on Lifetime. What's good with it, Batman? Batman says that shit crazy. This weak ass fight should be free. Man, J Real Live say Ruiz let a man grease up and spread his ass cheeks. He sure the fuck did, dog. B-Dog says pay to watch him KO Rolly. Nah. John Smith say not. J.A. Dixon says I rock with Tank, but that can't be on pay-per-view. But is you gonna buy that shit still? J.A. Dixon, is you still gonna go on out and buy that shit? Jersey 732 says, nah, it should be showcase fight. Tank about to lose a lot of credibility. I mean, been doing this shit for a long time. 350,000 people or more will pay for that fight. He said 350K or more will pay to see Tank fight Rolly. With that being said, if you think, and if it is true that 350 or 300,000 will pay to see Tank fight Rolly, I think that is a big problem with boxing. And that's why Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather is saying Tank Davis can fight anybody, and we don't care. We're going to put it on. We're going to make you pay for it because you motherfuckers is going to pay for it. This is a fucking trash fight. Trash fight. Now, I can understand if Tank Davis had been fighting dog after dog after dog after, and then he like, okay, you know, Tank deserve a little warm-up fight. But no, we've been sitting around one Tank to, I mean, come on. We got Leo Santa Cruz that ain't never really beat nobody that was top-notch in his whole career except for Frampton that beat him once. We went down to Leo Santa, and I like Leo Santa Cruz. Hell of a fighter in the lower weight divisions. But if you go to his resume, his shit is less than impressive. Duck Gary Russell for 5+ years. We went over that. So we ain't gotta, I don't want to shit on Leo Santa Cruz. I like Leo Santa Cruz. I really do. One of the best dudes, humans you can meet ever. But his resume ain't all of that, right? Leo Santa Cruz, fucking old ass Gamboa, and so on. I give him credit for his last fight, but it was still the fight that they picked out because they knew that dude couldn't beat Tank. They knew that Tank was going, you know what I'm saying? They picked the least resistant at 140, right? We know what that shit was about. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say that we've been the ones that's really, really boxing fans that really want to see the best fight the best. We've been praying and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and praying ever since Tank Davis fought and won his first title way 5 years ago. We've been praying for Tank Davis to fight one of these guys. Well, Dundada, if you was in here, what was it, a couple days ago when I went over Leo Santa Cruz's whole resume, a lot of that shit was debunked. I went over his whole resume. Like I said, he got about, in his whole resume, he got about two good wins. Two solid wins, you know, and one of those dudes he lost to and came back and rematched him. You know what I'm saying? So we went over that. That's past tense. But like I said, I like Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz is a good fighter. Is he a good fighter to step up and fight Tank? No, that shit was a mismatch. If you know boxing, that shit was a mismatch. That's why Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather put it on. They knew it was a mismatch, or they knew it was supposed to be a mismatch. Like I said, it is what it is. But anyway, ever since he fought Pedraza, we've been waiting for Tank to fight one of the best in his weight division, right? Been waiting and waiting, and we still ain't got it. 5 years have passed, we still ain't got it. So now you going and you do it again, you fighting Rolly. Now let's pull up Rolly's resume. Let's see if Rolly is deserving of this fight. You know, because it's one thing for me to talk, but if I can put it on the screen and we can all go over his resume, let's look at it and let's see what's popping. Let's see if Rolly got anything on his resume for him to be on pay-per-view with Tank Davis, since we have people that want to justify this fight. What we do over here is we call out bullshit when they put it in our face. So, Rolly, here it is on the screen for everybody to see. Rolly Romero, Rolando Romero. 14-0, 12 knockouts. Let's see. He only got 14 fights. Let's see who he stopped. Let's go. Only 14 fights. We ain't got to go far. David Courtney. Do you know him? Nope. Adrian Levi. Do you know him? Nope. Johnny Estrada. And let me go back. David Courtney was 1 win, 4 losses. Adrian Levi was making his debut. Johnny Estrada was 0-2. No wins. Alex Silva was 3 wins and 5 losses. Javier Martinez was 4-4. Dumarcy Nazu, or however the fuck you say it, Dunasi Za, I think the N is silent, was 11-5, 11 wins and 5 losses. Rondell Hubert was 12-6, 12-6-1. Nicholas Velasquez was 10-4. Andres Figueroa was 9-4. Juan Carlos Cordones was 14-1. What's his record now? Let's see if he done anything since becoming 14-1, besides losing to Rolly. Now, his record is 14-3, and all his losses came by KO. Go ahead and go back to Rolly's resume. We haven't read off one name that y'all know yet. Let me see. Arthur. I don't know how to say his name, but Arthur's record was 5-0. He only had 5 fights in his whole career. His record now is 6-1. Right? He ain't fought since he fought Rolly, basically. Jackson Morañez. Rolly got the shit beat out of him by Jackson Morañez. Jackson Morañez was 19-0, right? The only fighter that was decent that I've seen so far that he's fought. He had lost to, who had Jackson Morañez lost to? Let me see. Let me see who Jackson Morañez had fought. I don't even know nobody on his resume that he fought. He hadn't even fought nobody, but fought Rolly. I know he fought Rolly and beat the shit out of Rolly. Okay, he fought Richard Comey. Ooh, Jackson Morañez beat the shit out of Rolando Romero. Everybody saw it. Your mama saw it, your daddy saw it, and you saw it. You saw Rolly Romero get the gift decision of his whole career. Got the shit beat out of him. Dude probably beat him every round, but maybe 2 rounds, right? And then came back and got knocked out by Richard Comey. So who is Jackson Morañez? How good is Jackson Morañez? Let's go right back to Rolly. Go right back to Rolly's resume. So after Jackson Morañez, he fought Avery Sparrow. Avery Sparrow, he could be a decent fighter, but he don't train. I've actually talked to somebody that be in the gym with Avery Sparrow, and they said the nigga don't train. And Avery Sparrow took this fight on like a couple days' notice. He even have, I think he took the fight on less than a week's notice. He stopped Avery Sparrow that came in the fight out of shape and was basically coming in the fight off of his couch. Wasn't even training. Nobody. Anthony Yiggy had been out of the sport for what? How many years? 2 years? Anthony Yiggy had been out of the sport for over 2 years. He ain't never fought nobody and came in and fought Rolly, and Rolly stopped him. So, let me take this shit down. Now that we all can agree that we've all watched Rolly, we went down this whole resume and we don't know nobody that he fought except for maybe 2 people or 1 person on this whole resume, right? Shit, we don't even know that many people. Nobody knew who the fuck Jackson Morañez that beat his ass. Nobody on his resume, right? Nobody on his resume, but maybe Avery Sparrow that was coming off the couch that took the fight in less than a week's notice. And you telling me that this is the man that is going to be on pay-per-view headlining the fight against Gervonta Tank Davis? And some people saying that they're willing to pay for this shit? Wow. Really? A guy that got 14 fights and you go down his whole resume and he ain't beat nobody. And as soon as he got in the ring with somebody that was half decent, he got his ass beat. But this is the guy that you putting in the ring, right? Put it on pay-per-view and telling us, go out and pay 60, 70 bucks to see Tank Davis in the ring with this man. Wait, how are you even putting a fighter like Rolly Romero on pay-per-view in a main event? I don't understand that. You mean to tell me this is what boxing has come to? You put in Rolly Romero, 14 fights, should be 13-1, right? It's real. We're gonna talk about what his real resume really is. You talking about a man that's 13 wins and 1 loss is gonna be headlining the major pay-per-view, the main event. And my man said that this fight is probably gonna do 350K pay-per-view buys. This is what we coming down to. This is what boxing is, right? And like I say all the time, when we watch UFC and they pan the camera around the UFC arena and you see the UFC pay-per-view numbers, this is why UFC is killing boxing, and UFC can put on 2 pay-per-view, 3 pay-per-view events every month, at least one every single month. And they still doing way bigger numbers than boxing because we got fans that'll say, that's a solid fight. I want to see Rolly Romero that has a record of 13 wins and 1 loss. Yeah, because he lost. 13 wins and 1 loss against Gervonta Tank Davis. That's supposed to be one of the best fighters in the whole world. That's what it is, I guess. And y'all hit my like button. Y'all smash on the like button. If you can't do nothing, smash on the like button, please. Smash the like button. This is what y'all like. This is the type of shit that y'all want to see. Right. Shit crazy. Crazy to me. I mean, I'm trying to make this shit make sense. I really am. I'm trying to make it make sense because this is what y'all want to see. Y'all want to pay for this? Y'all think this is okay for them to put this on pay-per-view and tell us, well, Tank Davis is a star. He's a star. So it don't matter who Tank fight. We going to pay for it. They going to pay for it. Leonard Ellerbe playing y'all like some fucking suckers. What are you doing? That's what Leonard Ellerbe is doing. Real talk. And I like Leonard Ellerbe. Cool dude. Is he good for boxing? That's what I want to know. Is Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, right? And I'm not talking about for the fighters. Because if I'm Tank Davis and shit, you giving me all these easy fights and putting me on pay-per-view and I'm you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people think I'm the best in the world or one of the best in the world and they ain't really fought nobody on that level yet in my weight division. Right? Now, if I'm Tank Davis, shit, I'm like, damn, that's great. You're doing great things for my career. But as a fan, when you look at Leonard Ellerbe, Floyd Mayweather, TMT Promotions, are they good for the sport of boxing from a fan's perspective? That's all I'm asking. From a fan's perspective, are they good for the sport of boxing? And salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody. That's what I want. That's why I'm asking a simple question. Are Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather good for the sport of boxing? I want y'all to speak for yourself as a boxing fan. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's a simple question. Yes or no question. As a boxing fan, yourself, don't speak for nobody else. I want to know, is Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather good for the sport of boxing in your eyes? And y'all smash on my like button. Get the likes up. Y'all got to get the likes up. Come on. Let's get the likes up. Get the likes up. That's all y'all got to do is hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing. Get the likes up. Bring the likes up. Let me see. David Scott III says no. George Winbush says yes. Elliot Burgess says, I think they are great. So, and see, no, I don't have no beef with you. No, I don't have no problem with you in your opinion or nobody's opinion. But I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this. If you, for the ones that saying that they think that Floyd and Leonard are good for the sport of boxing, right? And the fans, I'm not talking about from being a fighter. I'm talking about in the fans' eye. The ones who say yes, that they don't have a problem with it, you, right, are the problem with boxing. And I'm going to explain to you. If you ever have a fight, right, that you want to see, like, let's just say, I ain't even going to name no name. If you ever have a fight that you want to see real bad and you're not getting that fight, well, blame yourself because you are the problem with boxing. Because promoters know that they can put on some bullshit like this and they have fans like you that'll actually go out and buy the shit and say that it's okay because they know that it's too many in the state of boxing right now. It's too many fans or that call themselves fans that are not fans of boxing. They only fans, like I say all the time, they only fans of a boxer or of boxers. So they don't really give a fuck about the sport of boxing, right? Like this Tank Davis versus Rolly shit, I'm a fan of the sport of boxing, right? So ain't no way in hell if my man KG gave me money and said, hey, I'm buying this fight at my house. I'm giving you money so you can order the fight. I'm not ordering that shit. I'm pocketing that shit that he giving me because it ain't no way in hell that I'm buying that bullshit. And the reason why is because we continue to pay for fights like that. They're going to continue to laugh in our face and give us bullshit because they know that we some goddamn fools and we going to pay for it anyway. Now, if you ever want boxing to actually become the best, fight the best, and shout out to my brother BFTB, if you ever want boxing to become the best fighting the best like it was at one point in time, some of y'all wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all wasn't born back then or y'all not old enough to remember that shit, right? But if you ever want the sport of boxing to where we getting Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, we getting Tank Davis versus Vasil Lomachenko or Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney and so on, right? We getting the best fight the best. If you ever want that shit to happen, well, you got to take a stance as a fan. We all have to take stances as a fan. So when they put on fights like Rolly versus Tank, we don't pay for that shit. When they put on another bullshit fight, like Andrew Ruiz versus Chris Arreola, even though it turned out to be a hell of a fight, right? The whole card was a hell of a card. And you know, Chris Arreola, I like Chris Arreola. One of my favorite people in boxing, right? Hell of a fighter. But that wasn't a fight that you put on pay-per-view. So, and so on, right? When they give us bullshit like that and they try to tell us we got to pay for it, well, it takes us to take a stance and we stop buying this shit. You dig what I'm saying? We stop buying it. They'll catch on. They'll catch on. Like, damn. The fans ain't, you know what I'm saying? They're not going for the bullshit we putting out no more. Now, we have to give the consumer what they really want to see. So now we have to put these fights together. We got to make these big fights. But as long as you paying for fights like Tank versus Rolly and you think it's okay, well, if I'm a promoter, why shouldn't I continue to build my fighter and put my fighters against bullshit fights and make you guys pay for it? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? If I'm running a restaurant, right, and I can give you, like, if I'm running like KG, right? If KG run a barbecue spot, if KG can run a barbecue spot, right, which he does, and he can give you one rib and a spoonful of fucking macaroni and cheese, right? One rib and a spoonful of mac, and charge you $25 per plate for one rib and a spoonful of mac, and he got a fucking line around the corner, and he's selling out every day, $25 a plate for one rib and a spoonful. I'm talking about one spoonful of mac, and he charging $25, right? Why the fuck wouldn't KG continue to put that product out and charge $25 for that? But if KG, right, if you stop supporting KG and you like, nah, I ain't fucking with his restaurant because they don't give enough food. The food is good, but they ain't giving enough food. I'm not fucking going no more. And everybody else start doing that. Well, then KG in his restaurant, right, they'll be forced to change the game. They'll be forced to give you more product. They'll be forced to give you more food or go out of business. That's the same thing with these boxing promoters. As long as you buying it and supporting it, they're going to continue to feed bullshit to the consumer because you're still paying for it. Why I gotta go through all the trouble to put my man in the ring with a fucking killer if y'all gonna pay the same price and, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get the same pay-per-view numbers against the fucking Rudy Poo. To make all the sense in the world to the promoter. So, once again, is Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather good from a fan's perspective? Fuck no. I'm a fan of boxing. Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, and nothing personal, right? This is not personal. I'm speaking strictly from a fan of the sport of boxing, right? That grew up watching the boxing from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s to now. Speaking for myself, for me, they're horrible for boxing. They're horrible for boxing. Horrible. So we looking at Jake Paul and complaining about, you got fighters out here complaining about Jake Paul and, you know, celebrity boxing and what they doing. They would have never had no room to fucking step in the sport and do what they doing if boxing, right? Boxing, and I'm talking about boxing as a whole. I'm talking about the promoters, the fighters, and the fans. If boxing as a whole would have been doing this whole time what they should have been doing. You left the door wide open for Jake Paul to kick that bitch down. Don't complain about Jake Paul. Don't complain about celebrity boxing or whoever else is doing shit. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and know that we, boxing, and I'm talking about we, me, KG, Knockout, you know what I'm saying? All of the boxing fans, we, along with the promoters and the fighters, we are part of the problem. So when we get mad because we are I know I don't rock like that, right? I know KG don't rock like that. I know that Knockout don't rock like that, but I'm just saying, y'all get what I'm saying, right? We as a whole are part of the problem. So when we crying about how come we not getting Terrence Crawford in Errol Spence, we ain't getting Terrence Crawford because we are the problem. We're not getting Teofimo Lopez and Tank Davis or Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney because we are the problem. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Until we change, and we got to take that step as fans first, because they just gonna continue to, give us the consumer bullshit, right? They're gonna continue to give us bullshit as long as we pay for it. But until we become as a whole and change the way that we move, well, we're not gonna get no change. And boxing is gonna continue to go downhill, and before you know it, shit, Jake Paul gonna be fucking the main event, and one of your favorite fighters is gonna be on the undercard. And I ain't talking about, I'm talking about one of your big name favorite fighters. Before you know it, Jake Paul fucking gonna be the main event, and Tank Davis gonna be on his motherfucking undercard, or Errol Spencer, one of these dudes. Shit crazy. Let me see what else we got. What else we got on here? Knockout say they bad for the fans and bad for the fighters. Tank would make more money and be a bigger star taking on defeating tougher competition. See the way they look at it, right? It's the easy route. So they're looking at it. If they put Tank in these hard fights, he might not be the big star like that, because he might have took a few L's on his record. But see, because you got an L, we are the problem as fans when it comes to that. If a motherfucker lose, then he need to retire. He ain't shit, and this and that. You feel what I'm saying? We need to get off of that bullshit also. If a fighter lose, all of a sudden they need to retire. Why? So maybe if we get off of that shit, then they'll move different. The fighters will move different, So we need to change. We need to change. So let's go ahead and y'all hit my like button. Y'all smash my like button, because I'm finna get into this Wilder talk. I'm finna get into this Deontay Wilder talk. And a lot of people want to know, why you saying that Wilder will become the face of boxing over Canelo, over anybody? Yeah, because a lot of people think that Canelo is the face of boxing right now. Cassandra Mason in the building, super late. What's going on with it, Queen? And y'all smash my like button. A lot of people think that Canelo Alvarez, or have an opinion that Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing right now. Okay, cool. I don't have no problem with that shit. If that's what you think, if that's how you feel, you have it's some merit behind that. You got, shit behind that to back it up. Cool. But I'm here to tell y'all right now, first of all, Deontay Wilder is in the best shape of his life right now. I went and I was watching, a lot of Wilder's old fights, all the way up through the last Tyson Fury fight. Just going through, looking at the shape he was in, and right now, the shape that Deontay Wilder, he ain't lying when he says that he is in the best shape of his entire career. Right now, he in the best shape of his whole entire career. You feel me? You see him, he jacked right now. Like he's definitely by far in the best shape of his whole entire career. Now, you still got to get in the ring, and you still got to handle business. With all of that being said, you still have to get in the ring, and you still have to handle business. With all of that being said, now, with that being said, if Deontay Wilder, if he goes in the ring on Saturday night, when he goes in the ring on Saturday night and he beats Tyson Fury, he will become the face of boxing, whether you like it or not. He will become the face of boxing. First of all, this Wilder Fury fight, it's been talked about for 2 years, for 2.5 years, been talked about for 2.5 years, right? Or what? How long? Year and a half? When was a year and a half, my bad. This Wilder Fury fight it's been talked about for a year and a half. I'm talking about it's made national news, made every news article, boxing news article, ESPN, Fox, for a year and a half. Everybody knows about Wilder and Fury fight, right? Everybody is counting Wilder out. The press, ESPN, Fox, whatever. They all been talking about, everybody knows the story. Every fighter, every fight fan, every sports channel, every news article, every news outlet. This is the fight that everybody been talking about for over a year and a half. Right? And all of them count Deontay Wilder out. They all laugh when he tells you what went down in the first fight, how Tyson Fury cheated. They all laugh. But when he wins, he will become the face of boxing. Easily. Hands down. Over Canelo, over any fighter that you might like and love. Y'all got, what's today? Tuesday? Y'all got 4 days left. Y'all got 4 days left. Y'all got 4 days left until there will be a new face of boxing. I guarantee you, and you're going to see the tides change when Wilder wins. He's a new face of boxing by far, right? Because not only the ones that you know, the ones that was clowning and making memes that was supposed to be Wilder fans, they're going to try to run back to the bandwagon. And then the ones that hate him, he's going to get more hate than ever. What happens when you combine fans with the most hate in any sport? That's the face of boxing. Whether they like you, love you, or hate you, that becomes, he's going to be the face of boxing. Way more than Canelo and anybody else. Canelo fans in Mexico, they're going to know what Deontay Wilder did. He's going to be the face of boxing, hands down. So, you know, for the ones that think it's funny and the ones that don't want to hear this shit, I'm going to tell you right now, come in here after October the 9th with them same laughing emojis and the same energy. Ed562, come in here with the same energy after October the 9th. If you're real about what you're saying, come in here after October the 9th with the same energy. That's all I keep asking. I guarantee you, you won't see Ed562, MM, One Davis, and none of these other motherfuckers, right, that be in the background sitting, but you don't never see them coming. I guarantee you, you won't see none of these dudes when I go live after October. I guarantee you, you're not going to see none of them. You won't see them. They're going to be watching in the background, right? They are going to be watching in the background, but you won't see them. You ain't going to see them. You know, you're going to know they're in the background, but you're not going to see them. So for Juan Davis, Ed562, what do you think about Andrew Ruiz getting his booty hole tattooed? How do y'all feel about that? Since everything is funny when it comes to Wilder, well, is this funny to y'all? How do y'all feel about this? I want to know y'all thoughts on this. How do y'all feel like a grown-ass man laying face down, ass up, letting another man spread his booty hole, right, and gyrating his booty for hours upon hours? How do y'all feel about that? How y'all? I want to know. I want to know how, since everything is funny when it comes to Wilder, we got a whole bunch of laughing emojis and dude on here. So Ed 516. Ed 516. Ed 516 in the house. He says the same way I feel about Wilder twerking his ass on the street. So you feel some type of way about Wilder dancing with his wife and his kids and his family at his home, at his party, right? But you ain't said nothing about Andrew. So you feel some type of way about a man dancing with his wife, right? But you don't feel no type of way about a man having another grown-ass man, right? Lay him down on his stomach, spread his motherfucking booty hole wide open, and gyrate in his ass for hours. All around his asshole, he gyrate for hours. But you don't feel no type of way about that. Hold on. Ed, I'm going to drop the link, and I want you to explain this shit to me. Explain this shit to me. I'm dropping the link, and I want you to explain this shit to me because I'm starting to feel that you suspect. I dropped the link right there. The link is in the chat. I want you to explain this shit to me because I'm starting to feel that you are real suspect. If you have a problem with a man dancing with his wife and kids around, right? Playing with his wife and kids dancing, but you don't got a problem with a man having another man spread his whole booty hole open and gyrating his asshole for hours and hours? Bruh, grab the link. I want you to explain it to me. Yeah, you definitely not getting on here. Dude, whoever went in the back, yeah, you on that weird shit. You definitely not getting on my channel with that weird ass shit. But yeah, I want you to grab the link. So yeah, you acting real suspect. Ed 562. Explain yourself. I'm giving you a chance to explain yourself because I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes what you typing, I could get mixed up. But you didn't say nothing about, and you had a problem. You said that you had a problem with, because you wrote it in the chat. You said that you had a problem, right, with Wilder dancing with his wife and kids at his home, right? Playing around, dancing, you know what I'm saying, clowning with his wife and kids. But you didn't have a problem with Andrew Ruiz getting his whole ass spread open and getting gyrated, right? Having another man gyrate all in his ass, around his asshole for hours and hours at a time, right? You didn't have a problem with that. So I'm giving you a chance to come on here and explain yourself. Well, I mean, the link is here. Dropping links. Any of y'all want to come on here and explain that shit? I'm dropping links. Otherwise, you know, y'all suspect to me. I'm giving you a chance to come on here and explain this shit. All right. Don't nobody want to explain that shit, right? Nobody wants to come on here and explain that shit, right? Nobody wants to explain that, right? Nobody wants to get on here and click the link and explain themselves. If you're a part of the gay and lesbian community, it's okay. I ain't got no problem with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Come on here and explain yourself. I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? What you do is what you do. Big T, you got to turn your camera on because I need to see who you is. So in the background, you got to turn the camera on because I need to see who you is, because you ain't finna turn the camera on, right? When I pull you up on here, do some more foul ass shit and get my channel kicked and get my shit banned. So you got to turn your camera on. All right, that's what I thought. grab the link and turn your camera on and explain yourself so we can all see you, right? I see don't nobody want to explain this shit. Can't nobody explain. They don't want to explain this shit. I see. Anyway, since y'all don't want to explain this shit, make sure that y'all hit the like button. Y'all can't say I didn't give you a chance to speak. I'm giving you a chance to speak. If you don't have a problem with another grown-ass man that you like to turn the TV on and like to watch him when he fight, that same man laying down, face down, ass up, and letting another man spread his booty hole wide open and gyrating it. Do that shit for hours and hours all around that man booty. And you ain't got a problem with that shit. Well, cool. All right then. Okay, here he is right here. There you go. You on mute.
Manny Pacquiao got knocked by Marquez in 2012. December of 2012, Marquez knocked him out.
Hold on.
After Manny Pacquiao got knocked out,
bro, what is he doing?
The job, his wife Jinky was crying.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with dude. Know what type of shit he on. Dude come in here. I tell him to explain himself. He put on the video of himself. I don't know what's up with dude, but yeah. These dudes, man, the internet, man. All I can say is the internet. You find some of the strangest shit on the internet. You find some of the strangest shit on the internet. Dude gonna click the link and put a video up of somebody talking on another video. What, man? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy, but hit my like button. Y'all hit my like button. It's 4 more days left. And like I said, the face of boxing will change. The boxing, as we see it now, will change. A lot of these fans, they're going to run and hide, right? It's going to be after October the 9th. It's going to be real different. Real different. And it's going to be real quiet over here. You ain't going to see none of these dudes. They're going to be in the background, hiding, peeking out the bushes, peeking around the corner. That's how they going to hide. They're going to run and hide after October the 9th. Omega Red, DP Rocker, Cassandra, what we going to do? What we going to do? They ain't going to be in here no more. They going to be hiding. They ain't going to have nothing else to say. What we going to do? I like fucking around with the face. I like clowning with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like clowning with y'all. It's going to be quiet. It's going to be a ghost town in here come October the 10th. I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live from my room because I'm going to be at the fight. So I'm going to go live. But anyway, with that being said, y'all already know what to do. Make sure that you hit that like button. With that being said, make sure that you smash on the like button. I appreciate everybody that came in the building showing love and support. Even if you got a different opinion, I ain't tripping. If you got a different opinion, I'm not tripping, just as long as you keep the same energy on October the 9th. Because regardless of the fact, I'm still gonna be here. I ain't going nowhere. You feel me? Uh-oh, he clicked in. Let's see what he's talking about. What's up with it? Let me move him off of here. He put on another video. These dudes is weird, man. These dudes is weirdos. But anyway, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And like I said, make sure that you smash on my like button before you leave out the building. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.